And joining us now is Calvin Heimburg. Calvin always dishing out advice for me to get my act together. But here we are. Just like Sarah Holcomb, our previous guest, the last time you left here, you were a champion. Back in 2019, very exciting event. What were some of the feels or the vibes as you were pulling back into the property?
Yeah, I mean, it was great to, come back. We haven't been here in a few years. This course has had ups and downs for me. I mean, I won it the last time I was here, but the time before I tied for last cash. So, I don't know. It's not that easy to play consistent golf out here. You kind of have to manufacture a lot of shots and make a lot of putts.
Well, and speaking of just that, the last time you were here, you were rated 1039, which is obviously an elite level player. But how different is your game from the 2019 version of Calvin to today?
Yeah, I mean, I think I have a much better forehand now, which is going to come in handy, when you get off the fairways here and into the rough. So I think I have a more well-rounded game. So I think scrambling will be easier, but really I'm still pretty dependent on hitting the fairways with my backhand fairway drivers.
And elaborate on that a little bit. Most people, when they're thinking about getting maximum distance, they're thinking about throwing their fastest disc. That's clearly not a game plan of yours. Just describe that for someone that's kind of wondering, well, why wouldn't I throw my fastest disc?
Well, here specifically out at Jackson, you really don't need to throw max distance shots. It's more about staying controlled in the fairway. It's a wooded course. It's a longer wooded course, but the fairways are wider than most wooded courses that we play. But you want to keep yourself in the middle, so fairway drivers don't move as far left to right or flare off the fairway. So it's just kind of keep yourself centered and make the approaches easier.
Often we hear players talk about this being one of their favorite courses, if not their favorite course on tour. Where does it rank for you, and why is that?
I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites. I do love coming here. There's other courses I like more. I really enjoy Maple Hill. I'm excited to go back to Beaver State this year, but those are like two courses that I think of when I think of my favorites. This has never really kind of popped up in that same way for me, but I am super excited to be here. It's way different style of golf than we've played so far this season, so it's going to be exciting to see how everyone deals with this kind of course.
Yeah, when I think excitement, I think Calvin Heimburg.
Yeah,
you
me too.
Exude it. All right, final question for you is, I know you're not a guy who lives in the past necessarily, and what you did prior doesn't matter to what you're going to do now, but you're one of the 4 people that are rated 1050. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Okay, here's Grant.
It's not a predictor of what we're going to do this week. It's just a predictor of it's a metric of the past, and even then it's not a perfect one. So it has no bearing on who's going to win this week. Anyone that's out here competing could possibly win, so it doesn't matter.
Here's Grant.
Hey, Calvin, some players chose to take the last couple of weeks off. You chose to play at Throw Down the Mountain, which is a very different type of course. Do you still feel like that event prepared you in some ways for this track?
I don't think Throw Down the Mountain really prepared me for this track. I don't think there's really many places you can go that prepare you to play here other than just coming here and practicing this course on its own. I played Throwdown because it was close to home and I enjoy playing the course, so I signed up for that one, and then I took an off week the following week just to kind of rest up before this one.
Now, a win this week at the Champions Cup would be your first major victory. How would that define your career?
I mean, that would be sweet. I mean, yeah, I haven't won a major, so I guess I could check that box off if I happen to pull off the win.
Hey Calvin, this is Mitch with Gatekeeper Media. You talked about last week taking an off week and also being able to be back in your home state.
Yeah.
What's something you've been relying on to find rest? There's been a lot of people saying, hey, the grind is real. We got a lot of tournaments this year. What's something you've been doing in between tournaments, taking those off weeks to kind of rejuvenate?
Well, for me, I was able to go back home, and I won't be home until mid-October. So it was the last time I was going to really see all my friends and family for another, whatever it is, like 6.5 months. So that in itself was really nice and kind of relaxing. And yeah, I mean, further down the season, it's just kind of taking a break and finding other activities, but it's not quite the same because I'm not seeing, the people I'm closest to, that I don't get to see all throughout the year.
Yeah, one of those activities I know you're really excited about doing, rock hunting and that kind of stuff. Is there anywhere you're looking forward to, or even, in here you've been able to find some great stuff or anything surprise you?
Haven't looked any this week. I know there's plenty of stuff to find when we go up to Jonesboro next week, and then even then I think I have 2 weeks after DDO to kind of before I have to play OTB. So there's plenty of stuff out west, in the kind of Four Corners, Arizona, whatever. I'm not sure where I'm going to be, but I'm sure I'll do some rock hounding out west.
Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Hope it rejuvenates you to keep killing it.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. That's Calvin Heimburg. We wish you the best of luck this week.
Thank you.